Thuoc Lao smoke burns the eyes, and the twisted security grandpa slumps in a 90s leather and metal office chair. Awakes from his slumber and sees nothing wrong with a hit from a bong that only lasts so long and costs only a few Vietnam dong. I've seen this guy a million times, or at least a man just like him, and my penetrable thoughts lead me to the conclusion that I've got him pretty sussed. Blue suit security guard, so military garb is a must. His day-to-day seems pretty fucking standard, and I'm not trying to hit this old guy with slander, but speculate this for a sec. Probably wakes up really early and walks around somewhere in a vest, clearing years of tobacco smoke from a wheezing chest. Has a little wash, then off he sets, rides his bicycle down the lane and hits the pipe on the corner with his old mates who are doing just the same. Quickly back on the bike and he's on the go, slowly rolling down to a first spot where man always used to jam, round the back of the lake down an alley on Hoang Qua Tam. Slurps up his bowl and he's back on the go, to sit where he sits outside this coffee shop on Quan Nua where I always go. Putting the bikes on the pavement and wheels them onto the road for beautiful office ladies and fitted shirt men who are sweating with a fake sense of grandiose. His lifestyle bucolic in a sense, a word that reflects his slowness and how his puzzle pieces don't interlock with the urban landscapes that are waking around him. Then he's sitting down again in his chair, the odd scowls or chanted howl to one of his kin, pushing something down the street that looks entirely invaluable, and I think to myself, what the fuck are you doing, man? What are you securing? What are you looking after? How much are you being paid? Where's your wife and what does she have to say about how you just hang out all day? And then I curse myself and I force myself towards a deeper stream of thought, which I rarely ever reach. And there flowing downstream is the speculation of what his aforementioned bucolic nature might just represent. This smoked out man is about 65, which means when Vietnam was at war, he was alive. I'm probably living in Hanoi, and I doubt he's been sitting outside this coffee shop since he was a boy, so I wonder, what did he think when he read his conscription papers and found out about a fight? How many guns he's held and seen heads swelled from mustard gas and Agent Orange, and birth defects from chemical warfare in tactics that are frankly abhorrent. Was he at the Tet Offensive, beaming with pride and helping to turn the tide? Or was he stowed away in Ha Giang, listening on a radio for a safe place to hide? Did he march into Saigon and look upon the Independence Palace and watch that last American bird spread its blade-spinning wings flutter away from a lost war to the adulation of the man himself, Ho Chi Minh? Or was he chilling in Hoi An, pictures of him wearing GI uniform, running riot, raping, wrecking human life beyond rectify and repair? Was he clambering through jungles in Central Highlands, searching for people missing in action, feeling sorrows of war from the tips of his blood-numbed fingers through his bones to his core? Either way, I'd say it's pretty fucked. This man has lived a life with so much pain around him, it's bound to have an impact. An impact that is never pursued or questioned and definitely not attacked. But if you look at all that world that I said is sprouting around him, a world where we medicate ourselves and are encouraged to face our problems by telling people how bad they are, to the people unless paid couldn't care less, and it's the only way we're going to progress, we just got to tell the world, I'm raising awareness. Helping make a change in a world where the people in power only want to change on their own terms. Imagine this man going to see a fresh out of college, Tupperware, hot cup coffee sipping kid with pictures of himself on safari in Maui next to a rhino with his fiancée and saying, after I shot that guy in the forehead, I helped a child from Thanh Hoa province hold his younger brother's large intestine inside his body. Or I can still smell the shit that splattered onto my hand when squatted in a tunnel just outside Saigon. My best friend Duc Kien shit himself when some American soldiers found our hiding place with a ton of rice, enough to feed 2 villages. Nah, man. Whatever that guy has seen, he'll probably never tell a soul and have it safely pushed to the back of his mind. It's pushing open, but he's got it under control. With such pain probably comes such a resilience to hold. Or maybe he just represents a dying generation who just did what they had to do and didn't moan to me or you because he was too fucking busy. Well, he ain't busy now. And I reckon looking back on down the line, he's probably earned his stripes and his right to sit around all day, go to bed early in the night because he's too fucking high from smoking strong tobacco and drinking rice wine. And the Thuoc Lao smoke doesn't burn his bloodshot eyes. As he's slumped in the chair, I think to myself, I wonder what he'd say if I just went over and said, "You all right?"